Leo, the homeless problem.
Yeah.
Allegedly, we've heard tell that L.A. is making efforts to get rid of the bums, to sweep the bums under the metaphorical rug, because the Super Bowl is coming to L.A. next weekend, and they don't want rich people from Dallas, from New York City to come in and think L.A. is what it is. Isn't that embarrassing? They don't want
so embarrassing.
They don't want L.A. to be seen without makeup. Go Rams! Shut up, Harscock.
Just like women, right? But go Rams.
Thank you for that contribution. But Leo, L.A. the homeless problem, it's gotten worse. It's part of life here. I can accept it. I mean, it makes sense that a homeless guy in Minneapolis is going to save up $58 for a Greyhound ticket and come here.
Not me.
Because all he needs is a mattress made of cardboard, and he doesn't need any insulation. He's not going to freeze overnight.
Yeah.
You just get to L.A., and then everything will sort itself out.
It will.
You can die a slow death on bathtub crank.
It seems like there's even some bums that come in and do stand-up at the Ha Ha Comedy Club. I've seen them. There's
It's so funny.
They're
really
weird.
good.
Sometimes they are. But the thing is about the bums, what is the solution, really, though? Do you have to make these little homes? You know, I think it has to be like a structure type thing. I had an Austrian friend who told me that in Austria, they have these concrete...
Are you doing a bit?
No.
You have an Austrian friend who's going to offer you a solution to the homeless problem?
Well, he told us what they do in Austria, and I thought it was kind of awesome.
So you make a concrete bunker, you put fake shower heads up on the wall.
Yeah,
What's the rest?
I've told you about this. No, it's like he was basically saying it kind of looks like the American parking lots, but they're for bums, and they just have square rooms with toilets, kind of like jails, but they're no bars. And then if you want to be a bum and homeless, you can live in those things. And then they have a couple of cops perusing around there, making sure nothing crazy is happening.
No needles.
A couple of cops, guards. Where's the crematorium? Is it up on the roof?
The cops are homeless too, so they just recruit homeless people to cop around. Right?
I am going to drive that pointy hat through your eye.
We just need more of those homeless spikes everywhere.
Homeless spikes.
Yeah, they just people, city planners and stuff will put concrete spikes under bridges and things to prevent people from sleeping on them. Or they'll make bridges incapable of being slept on.
Like for the bird spikes. I mean,
they're like skate stoppers, but for homeless
people. Thing is, it's doubled since even in the last 5 years. So the problem is there's just too many to get rid of now. We either have to bust them out of town. We put them in. I think we should get him to Lancaster, Palmdale. Nobody gives a fuck about Lancaster and Palmdale.
I'm never Palmdale.
Yeah.
I've always thought we just have these zones of wilderness that we just let them go to, because why are they on the street?
But then there's going to be a nice little lady walking around there one time, and she's going to be taken by those animals.
No, because it's not going to be on private property.
Or you, Dino. You could be taken by a bunch of gay bums could just have their way with you, Dino.
Here's what I think we do with the bums. I kind of like Dino's idea, and I like your idea.
Just the woods, throw them in the woods.
I think we get an island,
Waterworld.
We get how about we use Epstein's Island?
I'm down. It's beautiful. I think somebody might have purchased it already.
No, we'll talk to them. I'm sure California can cut a bigger check than whoever this private buyer is.
True.
We get Epstein's Island going, and then we get nice men with clipboards and whistles to roam the streets of Los Angeles. You go up to any bum you find, and at gunpoint, you make him provide a urine sample.
Okay.
Perfect.
You drug test the urine sample. If it comes back positive, you tag him. You give him a tag that is not removable. An ankle monitor, one of those things you shoot into the ear of a cow.
I think that we should shoot him in the ear, yeah.
Leo wants
tag.
max pain option. And then you let 2 years elapse.
Yeah.
600 or 700 or whatever days. And then Mr. Clipboard and Whistle, doot, 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 comes walking back around. He says, chick, chick, piss in this cup. He collects a urine sample. He runs a test. And if that test comes back negative, you get put on a fucking barge.
So it's like parole?
You're going to Epstein's Island.
Okay.
It's this. We take one urine sample. If they fail, we tag them and say, 2 years, motherfucker, you better be clean. If they're not clean in 2 years, they're on the barge, they go to Epstein's Island, and they live out their life there.
Yeah, good. See, the white women that go and lobby for their rights, I guess what they're saying is you should be allowed to live on the streets, right? And I guess there isn't really a law that says you can't live on the streets. But
Except
maybe
for
there
in
should
places
be.
like Houston where there are.
On the
and
sidewalk?
That's why we don't have a bunch of people sleeping on the street.
On the sidewalk, right? But they can live somewhere else.
No, you literally can't live anywhere. Like, you would have to go live in the woods. If public property in Texas is not public, it's owned by the city or whatever, so you get loitering charges and stuff.
That's good.
It's illegal to be homeless.
Listen, it's gotten so bad that my girlfriend and I, we were out for a walk, and we had to completely reroute based on an insane homeless guy.
Wow.
We went up to we did like a big hill hike. There's a hill around where I live where you get to the top of it, you can see the city. We lit up a joint.
Ooh.
And we went back down, Hearthcock, smoking the pot.
What's that?
I do it. We come back down the hill, though, and we're trying to walk back to my house, and there is a very narrow corridor you have to go through. It's a bike trail where there's a big light rail, cement bunker, basically, on one side, and a tall fence on the other. So it is 100 yards of very narrow passage you have to take. Well, bums like it because the cops can't see them back there.
I've been there.
We're walking down. Shut the fuck up, Hearthcock. We're walking down the bike path, and a jogger, just like a well-to-do, like Latino guy who's like got his shit together. He's got AirPods in. He's got like a runner's jersey. He's like, "Hey man, be careful for this guy over here." We walk up a little bit. There's just a homeless guy who he looks like a gorilla in one of Dr. Fauci's labs. He looks like a gorilla that Fauci's been like shooting amphetamines into. He's just and he's a white guy. That's not the joke I was going for there.
It's not
He's
Planet
just,
of the Apes,
He's
guys.
just like
That's
he's
not.
just like a long-haired white like 38-year-old guy who looks 70, just going ah, ah. And my girlfriend and I are like, "Oh, we have to radically replan our walk home because of the homeless problem in LA. Because if we go up to that guy, we're probably going to get bitten, scratched, or maybe stabbed."
Rabies.
But I did find solace in the fact that no homeless people probably have weapons, because if they did have weapons, they would pawn those for crank.
Survive.
What do you?
I agree.
Before all the homeless people they're gone though. We need to do another video, and I think Swolby should get like jerked off by a bum lady. What do you think? You think he'd do it?
Oh, that'd be nice.
You don't know who
think so.
Swolby is, Hearthcock.
He knows who Swolby is.
Swolby's a good man.
Okay.
He does. Swolby. He's basically met everybody. Basically part of the crew because he
met
comes to a
Fanjeri
lot of the
last
shows.
night.
He met Fanjeri.
Okay.
Yeah, that was cool.
Did you meet his date?
I was his date, for the evening last
No,
night.
No, you were.
I was-
No, he didn't have anybody there, buddy.
I was going to make a joke that Jerry wouldn't have liked anyway, so I'm glad I stopped myself. the bums, though, and Swolby. Swolby's dad, I guess, is on the verge of disowning him because he saw the Edward
fuck.
40 Hands video where Swolby holds my penis while I piss.
Oh shit.
And that's the one thing his dad is outraged by.
Really?
So Swolby is definitely not going to be able to get jerked off by a homeless person of LA.
If it was a girl, it'd be fine.
Good
Yeah,
point. Good
exactly.
point.
It was just the gayness.
It's because
that he
these
didn't-
guys live. You know. they
Why did
live
I
with-
assume guy? I'm sorry.
He lives with his parents. I mean, there's freedom when you move. Like both of you guys. I know you get stressed out about it, but obviously it's not that easy to move out either. I totally understand. Swolby has some habits, that he
Especially
needs to
here.
correct with the spending money on sex workers and all that.